Here we go, here we go, here we go now. Here we go, here we go, here we go now. Here we go, here we go, here we go now. Get with it. Okay. Hi. Happy eclipse. We are sitting in lunar eclipse in Virgo, Mercury retrograde in Pisces. And it's batshit crazy out there. Our collective, what's going down is absolutely insane. But I feel some kind of way. I feel clarity. I feel alive. I feel joyful within my cells. And maybe this is just me. I feel creative. I feel like a breath of life is just having this like little undercurrent underneath my soul, like lifting me up. And maybe it's because there are these polarities, right? We're living literally in the paradox of heaven and hell. And so many of us are dealing with such crazy experiences of extremes, right? Like we're watching our world in so many different places, like burn the fuck down. And yet also we have these moments of quietude and joy and authenticity. And I feel like the crazier the world gets, the more I become me, the more I am calling myself back to me. And this lunar eclipse is so powerful. This eclipse is kind of like bringing something into clarity and bringing a lot of what was in that liminal space, that foggy energy into clear view. And now these eclipses are setting off massive cycles. There's some seriously long cycles that we are participating in. But I also feel, even though it's so intense, there's this like tiny little friction point of being like, that is batshit. And I don't really resonate with that. Like, I don't like how that feels. That feels icky in my system. And I want to create a new world. I want to do something different, right? And so I got this song, here we go now, because like, yeah, here we go. Like this eclipse is asking us to finalize something, to let go of something. This really isn't an eclipse for, full moon is release, but this is not an eclipse for like launching a brand new project or, we're in retrograde in Pisces. So we're navigating these deep emotional waters. We're tapping into our emotion. We're tapping into our mysticism, our dream time. Like what is within us from the depths of our soul is like bubbling up. What comes out? What do our hearts want? How can we approach the world and ourselves with more compassion, more love, more joy, right? How can we establish more trust in ourselves, in the people that we choose to be in our tribes, in our systems, So those are the things that we are looking at. And with the eclipse in Virgo, we're looking at foundations and systems and reviewing all of that and calling bullshit on the things that don't work for us, and we're letting them go. And in turn, we're able to kind of slide down this hallway of fog that began in February with that solar eclipse. And we're moving into a clear position, but we're reassessing, we're realigning. But what that's doing is bringing life back into our cells. It's bringing life back into our cells. And even if you're not where I'm at today, you're not feeling joyful, you're not feeling whatever, that's okay too, right? Because again, we can hold all pieces of the spectrum in our containers and we can witness them all, okay? So, but here we go now. Where are you stimulated to let go of the bullshit? Maybe it's people. Maybe it's a relationship that has been looshing energy from you, right? Just stealing that energy from you. Maybe you need to stop sleeping with your ex. That just came in as a download, Maybe you need to stop putting energy in fake friends, fake community, fake traditions. Maybe you need to see through people's masks, you know, and kind of finish up the work of what the snake was bringing in, you know, and stand in your own 2 feet. What do you want? Who is your I am? What kind of systems are not supporting your I am? Well, here we go now. Let's get with it. So let's jump into the reading. So I pulled some cards to kind of clarify this energy, to support, like, how do we release certain things? Like, what do we need to let go of? How can we use this lunar eclipse, full moon energy, right? And this Mercury retrograde that we're in to start the ball rolling, right? To here we go now, to here we go, like get the party started. So we're pulling from Avalon deck first and foremost. And it is the card of number 28, okay? And that is the card of Nimue. I don't know, like the light. I didn't put my little light thing on, so it is what it is, reflection or not. This is what we get today. And she's holding, like, it looks like the universe in her hand. She's holding this ball of opportunity in her hand, right? We see all these signatures of the universe, these cycles of life, right? The only way out is through, as well as, you know, we always constantly cycle back to certain lessons. But with new eyes, new tools, new wisdom, we can handle them a little bit differently. And so she is kind of like birthing anew. All right, so let's read really quickly about Nimue. This card has to do with respect. So like respect for yourself, your I am. Self-esteem, how confident you are to birth your I am, right? And stand in your power. Opportunities and confidence, of course. Okay, so let's read. You are beholding magic and its essence, which is of altered existential realms, spaces, times, and places. Divine timing is all around you. Everything in our world is commanded by time in one way or another. Seeing a window of opportunity and the opportune time to stake your claim, make a move, create something new. Don't hesitate or procrastinate. Time is of the essence. Use your magic to create your new reality. The time is now. Okay, so again, like it might be not time to really launch that new project or, you know, start that new relationship or whatever it is, like rebirth yourself in some kind of way. But like, it's time to begin reviewing the structure that will support that rebirth. The mantra for this card is, I am confident to be myself. Okay, the next card we got, so Rocket Man, hello, number 5, breakthrough. Break down, break through. Okay, so first of all, this breakthrough card here, number 5 is chaos, confusion, via to change, right? So sometimes we got to break down to break through or break open. So it's this breakthrough card, and it says, it's representative of the moon landing. It's natural to be afraid when you're confronted with something new or challenging. However, don't let fear prevent you from overcoming barriers or having a breakthrough. Your breakthrough is at hand, friends. Trust your instincts, right? Trust your intuition. We're in the month of that Piscean energies. Intuition is so potent right now. So trust it. Your dreams are so potent right now. So trust them. Don't stop. Don't hold back. Just as it takes effort and fortitude to be the first to walk on the moon, right? Rocket Man, blast yourself off into space. It will take supreme effort in your own journey to reach the light. The energy of a breakthrough isn't always neat or tidy, right? Sometimes we're like a freaking hot ass mess. And it's okay to be messy and chaotic for a while you're breaking through. Eventually, the situation will sort itself out and peace will reign. And yeah, so that's what we're feeling here, especially like with this, like, you know, lunar eclipse energy. It's like, what's done? What needs to be broken down, you know, with love, with compassion, so that you can actually embrace more love and more compassion. Okay. Like review that within yourself. Guides wanted me to pull a little bit of the Star Dragon deck today. So we are going to do that. So drop a comment. Let's chat for a minute. How you feeling today? What's this eclipse doing? On the 3/3 portal, sacred expansion, right? And wasn't it, I don't know if this was the exact time, but at 3:33 a.m. in the Northern Hemisphere, like that's kind of nuts, right? Okay. Bonkers. You saw me shuffle this. We got the card of number 3. We got the number 3. I have full body chills right now. We're at the 3-3 portal, sacred expansion, lunar eclipse, 333. We got the 3 card. The 3 card, it's the unicorn. It's the I am card. This is the card of transformation, defining yourself. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Source. Thank you, universe. Hello. Exactly. It's your I am. Man, we're transforming into the best version of ourselves. We're defining ourselves in a new way. Is that focusing? We're defining ourselves in a new way, and not just like regular Joe Schmo way, but like, how do you shine type of way? Like, what makes you a magical unicorn? You know, how can you show your colors? We keep talking about this on this channel, you know, so it's like good motivation to find your I am, right? And just be the magical being that you were born and put on this earth to be. Go do that. Okay. Hi. Thank you. Transformation, number 3. And then let's pull like maybe one more. Okay. First, we're going to take this one. Pull a couple tarot here. So yeah, as I was saying, let me know in the comments, like, what are you feeling? What are you letting go of? What's no longer working for you? What structures, cycles, patterns, all of that stuff are like, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. That's impeding my I am. The first one is the High Priestess, Major Arcana. And this is like, get into your intuition. Like, remember who you are. Remember that you're a magical being. Remember that your intuition is leading the way. Maybe not so much what your experience you're seeing in your physical eyes, your realities, but like, what is your intuitive selves telling you to do? Do more of that. We also got the 5 of Pentacles, which is like feeling left out in the cold. This is kind of like the worst card. And Pentacles is like, it's not the worst ever, but like Pentacles is health, wealth, you know, family, job, that type of thing. And it's a serious lack, right? These people are feeling ignored, left out in the cold. Maybe you're going through a financially hard time right now. And what I want to say to that is really use your intuition on where you are sacrificing your I am. Where are you not shining like the star that you were put here to be? And I saw the star at the bottom of the deck, right? Where do you need to have a breakthrough or a breakdown to break through in order to call some respect back to yourself, to garner new opportunities? But we need to have the self-esteem and the self-confidence to let go of the things that are holding us back in the shit type of experiences, and use your intuition so we can flip this and bring some new opportunities, especially financial opportunities to us. You know, sometimes the people that we surround ourselves with, oh, this one wants to come out. Okay. Sometimes the people that we surround ourselves with steal our energy and steal our opportunities, steal our abundance from us. So like, who's in your crew? You know, call your energy back, set boundaries. Next card is the 5 of Cups. Now, 5 again is chaos and confusion leading to change. Cups is, you know, having that heart full. It is like the joy of life. It is really following your heart's path, love. And this guy here is grieving, right? So he's grieving over 3 cups that have spilled. So he's letting go of something. He's letting go of something that isn't filling his heart, but he's really just focusing on that. And he has to turn around and recognize that there are 2 full cups literally standing behind him that are opportunities so that he can drink to fill his heart all the way up. So allow yourself to grieve. Allow yourself, sometimes like when you recognize, oh shoot, that person's not good for me. Oh shoot, like the job that I'm in is actually stealing my energy from me, right? Maybe the relationship that I'm in isn't as good as I'm telling it myself that it is, right? Maybe my financial habits are not supporting my financial goals for the future, right? So what is it? Call yourself out. This is the time. This is the portal, 3-3 portal, to let that go and move into more of an expansive, aligned energy where you're calling out the bullshit in order, breakdown to break through. And so grieve it, call it out, forgive yourself. Please forgive yourself, forgive other people too. You know, if you can, that's a hard ask, right? I know, but forgive yourself at the very least. Have compassion for yourself and recognize that you do have some opportunities. And I think the end of March, beginning of April is going to show us that for sure. We got to follow your intuition. We're going to pull one more, friends. So yeah, chime in. Let me know what this eclipse is doing for you today and, over the next little bit here. And yes, okay. We got the Queen of Wands. And like I said, as we move into like that Aries season, at the end of March, early April, that's fire energy. And we're bringing back the feminine. We're bringing back the feminine power. We're bringing back inspiration. We're bringing back sparks. So where can you mother yourself? Where you're sparking your joy, right? Your I ams, as we reflect back to, like how can you be confident in order to birth who you are, right? And release all the structures that are holding you back, burn them down. Not maybe realistically, not like physically, but energetically, spiritually, right? Where can you release them? And that's the energy we're sitting in order to find your spark of joy, right? That black cat's protecting her. She's magical. She's mystical. Remember that you are magic. Remember that you are mystical. All right. And we're going to find our spark again. That's what we're going to do. We're going to find our spark again. And that's how we're going to fight all this crazy, crazy energy, is that we're going to really focus on our authentic self and we're going to do us. We're going to do us, right? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. Get with it. Okay, so this is your reading for this eclipse portal. I'm wishing everyone lots of love and blessings. Please hit that subscribe button. Turn on your little bell dinger so that if my energy resonates with yours, we can continue this conversation and have lots of fun this year. Take care, friends.